if you use elimination instead of substitution to get started, the major difference is you look at both of these equations and treat them like you did things back in 3rd grade. What do you mean? You draw yourself a line here and you try to add or subtract and maybe multiply everything in one of the equations in order to get letters to cancel. You could get the G's to cancel. You might be in line to get the J's to cancel. If you look at this, it looks like the G's are perfectly lined up to cancel. But in order to get them to cancel, one of them should be positive and one should be negative. So what I propose doing is negating all of equation 2. When we negate it, everything that had a plus or a minus should have a flip sign. So we have to negate each one of those pieces. It would have been no different than putting parentheses around the whole thing and negating it and letting the negative get distributed and hit each of those terms, as they're called. Now what we would do is add straight down. And as we add straight down, you can see this G minus a G will cancel each other. The J minus 16, as we go down the next column here, J minus 16, those do not combine. J is one thing, minus 16 is a number. And the last column, same problem, 40 minus 3/5 J. 40 is a number all by itself, and minus 3/5 J represents a different number. It's at this step we could use this to isolate J. If we do, it's going to look similar to what we just did in the last video with substitution. If you don't believe me, watch. Little better. J still is 35, and we still end up with the same problem we had last time. You've got to substitute this into either equation 1 or 2 in order to go back and get G. Does it matter which one you do that in? The answer is no. So we can substitute this into either of the equations. Let's substitute this one, just for a change of pace, into equation 2. At the end of the day, you can see it doesn't really matter if we try to use elimination in this problem or substitution. We still were forced to do some kind of a substitution step. It was a requirement and necessary in this problem, where we replaced J with the value of 35 in order to get G. Had you used equation 1, would it have been any different? It would have been a little easier potentially because it was a simpler equation, but your answer would have worked out to be the same number. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to check your solution, both symbolically and graphically.